Hello everybody, welcome back to another Clank deck profile. Today we'll be doing a Golurk V deck. This deck is really just a mishmash of things put together because I was bored out of my mind and I was hating on Guardy decks, so I built this to counter Guardy decks, but at the same time, it's kind of hypocritical to build this. After all, it has Guardian in itself. Now, let's get started with that profile. So, first thing is 3 Golurk Vs. Golurk V is a single strike Pokemon that has Mega Punch for 3 energies that does 80 damage, and Rewind Beam for 180, and bounces back the active Pokemon but leaves the highest evolution. So basically, if you're swinging at Gardevoir EX, you bounce it back and you get 1 prize, but guess what? You're knocking it out and you're putting a card back in their hand. It's kind of useless unless they have another Curly that's ready or they have to use another rare candy. So this is a very unique kind of build here for me. I've not done this very often. 3 Ralts. I'm using the Scarlet and Violet base set. You can use anyone. You can use Memory Skip from Astral. That's probably a better one. Or, yeah, I think that's Astral. I don't know. But you can use any of the Ralts you want. I just had these on hand, so I used them. Then, 4 Silver Tempest Curlias with Refinement. It's a discard and draw more. It's possibly one of the best cards in your deck, just because you can discard anything. Then for our Gardevoirs, you've got 2 Shining Arcanum, just for that draw, and for its Brainwave, and 2 Gardevoir EXs, so that you can pull out all of your energies to put them on either Golurk, Gardevoir, or any other Pokemon that you have, such as Zacian, or the one-off Articuno, which is another. It's in there mainly for the draw, but the confusion also is a very positive thing. Zacian, because it has a lot of health, and the Guardy build with it is very strong. That's it for your main Pokemon. And your supporters are you have some supporting Pokemon like Bidoof, Bibarel, and a Squavit, just so that you can shuffle through your deck real quick with Bidoof, Bibarel, with Squavit, Bibarel. Solid little build there. Now on to your items and supporters. First item that you play 4 of is Ultra Ball. Just because you don't really need to play Nest Ball in this one because there's so many basic Pokemon. And you do need to be able to find a lot of Pokemon, and that aren't necessarily basics. Then you have 4 Fog Crystals. You have 4 Fog Crystals to get either your energy or any basic psychic Pokemon from your discard pile, from your deck to your hand. Then you play 3 Bravery Charms, just because mainly your Golurks, Zacians, and Articunos are basic Pokemon, so Bravery Charm works. It's a big health boost there. You played 2 Super Rods, because Super Rods are, I believe in this case, are better than Clara. I mean, It's opinion based, but shuffling them back is pretty good instead of putting them in your hand. And I'd prefer to put, if I was to have to discard Pokemon early, I'd rather get those back than an energy recycler. That's it for your items. Now on to the supporters. So, first supporter you run is 3 workers, because you don't want to deal with path or anything that can slow your deck down. That's really what you don't want to deal with. You don't play any stadiums in here, but you really just don't want to be played against a path, so that's why you're only running 3 of those. Running 2 Ionos, because I liked it better than Judge, and most of the time I get Iono early, so it can be a very disruptive play against my opponent. 2 Boss's Orders, 2 Arven. Originally this deck did play Rare Candy instead of Curlia, and I played 2 Articunos, so this build is kind of a lot better. And then your one-offs are Raihan and Roxanne. Very important cards in your deck, just because Roxanne can disrupt the end game and Raihan can just get you anything and help your plays out. Of course, last but not least, your energies. You're playing just Psychics, and I play a total of 13. And that is the Golurk V Gardy deck. I mean, it's probably not your biggest or best deck, but it is a rogue deck that no one expects coming out of left field for you. So I hope you all like and comment. Tell me what you think you would do change on it and what is better. See you on the flip side.